Usual, I have my colleagues that I like to call my fellow corporates. They are right here with us on the floor. We have Mr. Lekon, we have Mr. Demola, we have Cynthia Billions, and we have Abby Dollars right here on the floor. And today with you, as we sail through the charts, captain this morning, as I this session, it's my humble self, CJ Banks, and soon I'll be handing over the steering wheel to Mr. Lekon. So before I do that, we're going to be looking at the dollar index as usual. Because the dollar index is a benchmark currency and it's one of the most traded currencies, so we would want to look at that to gain perspective on other major currency pairs. All right, so without further ado, we'll be looking at the charts. Now we're going to be taking a look at the weekly time frame to give us some perspective before we stroll down to the smaller time frames. Looking at the weekly time frame of the dollar index, what do we see? Now, the dollar index is currently residing in the weekly order block. Okay, so if you don't know where that is, let me quickly highlight that weekly order block that we'll be mentioning. Okay, it's quite wide, very wide order block. Yeah, but then we're not going to discard it. We're going to still look at it. Okay, so this is the weekly order block that the dollar index is resting on. Okay, so what is our anticipation? We're anticipating that in this weekly order, from this weekly order block, the dollar index is going to find its way back up to resume the uptrend. You get that? Because price has broken this level on the weekly time frame, we are just reiterating what we've said in the previous weeks, so that you continue in our perspective that we've been making mention of. All right, so the dollar index has broken this structure to the upside. All these sales that we've been enjoying since around fourth quarter of last year, from October to the end of last year, the whole of this sale is a retracement. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we are not going to take advantage of it. Of course, we've been selling all through last year, and then into the beginning of this year, we are seeing that the dollar index may want to resume this uptrend. However, on the daily time frame, we have a resistance, a very strong resistance that has held price for the past 3 weeks since this year and for the past 6 weeks of last year. Okay, sorry, for the past, I'm making a mistake. Sorry, pardon me. I meant to mention since this year, since the beginning of this year, this resistance has held price. Okay, so this resistance, I'm thinking for price to break it, it may have to make a journey downwards, gather some momentum, and break it upwards. Okay, it's just like maybe when you are throwing javelin, when you want your javelin to go further than you naturally be able to throw it, you need to swing backwards, and then you need to move backwards and then swing it forward. Okay, so this is what we're anticipating that the dollar index may do. Take a little move backwards and then swing upwards. Okay, this is what we're anticipating. We do not own major stake in the market, so we can't say what it must do. But we're just saying, based on previous experience, this is what I think the dollar index may do to break this resistance. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So our bias on the dollar index is still sitting on our hands because of the range. You can see the range in the 4-hour time frame. All right, so let me take this off so that we have a clearer chart. Now look at the range. Since we drew, it's as though this dollar index is just looking at us. The moment we drew this rectangle, it has refused to go out of the range. All right, so we're just watching it. We want to see it break out of this range for us to get clear direction. We wouldn't want to be giving trade calls where you enter a trade and then we'll be stressing ourselves over where we're going to place our stop loss and where we're going to place our TPs. We want to be a little bit more certain than we are currently. Okay, so we want to see the dollar index break out of this range, and for this reason, we would be analyzing other currency pairs independent of the dollar. Okay, so because we have a great reference for we take so much reference from the 4-hour break of structure, and now the 4 hours is in a range, we would want to stay out of the dollar index and analyze other pairs independent of it. All right, we hope that is very clear. So we'll be moving to the euro dollar. All right, so looking at the weekly time frame of the euro dollar, this is a bit clustered, so I would want to decluster this chart a little. Okay. Now, looking at the euro dollar based on the weekly time frame, we're seeing clearly that we are bearish on the euro dollar. The last structure on the euro dollar, structure high and structure low, are marked by these yellow circles that you can see here. Now, until the euro breaks, until euro USD breaks below this last circle, we will now confirm that we have resumed our sell trend. Until then, we are still bullish on euro based on major structure. Looking at it on the daily time frame. Now, I started observing a particular pattern on euro dollar while I was making a personal analysis and forecast for this week. I'm going to show you that clearly on the 4-hour time frame. But as we look at the daily time frame, we are still bullish on the euro dollar. Okay, so before the euro makes its journey to the downside, we may see another push to the upside. Okay, and that push to the upside may be targeting all the way here. Okay, the push to the upside may be targeting all the way here. So there's a fair value gap above here that price didn't really trade into. Okay, so it may grab liquidity off this current swing high, trade all the way up here, and then start falling off. If it doesn't do that, the second objective for euro dollar may be to trade all the way up here. Right, there is a bearish point of interest above here. I'm going to show you that clearly on the 4-hour time frame. But on the daily time frame, it's being seen as an order block. But I don't want to reference the order block. The reason why I wouldn't want to reference the order block is because there was no clear break of structure to the downside. Okay? Because there was no clear break of structure to the upside, I wouldn't want to reference this particular daily order block. All right, so I'll rather look at this one above here. Because there was a break of structure to the outside, I will rather look at this other block above here. Okay, so price may retest it one more time before going further downwards. Okay, so based off the daily time frame, we are bullish on euro USD. I hope that is clear. Now, to the 4-hour time frame where we used to get our first confirmation, I'm seeing something that looks like an ascending wedge right here. And when we see an ascending wedge, one of the clearest bias towards an ascending wedge is bullish. Okay, the most common and basic bias for an ascending wedge is bullish. So with this, I am anticipating a bullish euro USD this morning. If you've seen euro USD in the past week, has not been able to break old lows. Instead, it has been taking highs and creating liquidity. Although there is liquidity to the upside and there is also diagonal liquidity to the downside. However, euro USD is still remaining bullish on the daily time frame. Confluencing the bullishness of the daily time frame is an ascending wedge on the H4 time frame. So we may be seeing the euro USD make one more trip to the upside before it resumes its sell trend. So with that being said, I'll be looking for buy signatures on euro USD this morning. Okay, so I'll be looking for buy signatures on the euro USD this morning. As at Friday, we said euro USD was looking bullish. It made one trip to the downside and then it was able to buy all the way upwards. Okay, but then I was looking at GBP USD to take a trade. I'm going to also analyze GBP USD. But for this morning, euro USD, I'm looking to go long on euro USD this morning. Okay, so if I see my buy signatures, I'll be going long on euro USD this morning. So let's look at GBP USD as we round off the dollar-based currency pairs. Now for GBP USD, looking at it from the weekly time frame, we are still bearish on the weekly time frame. However, the current stage of price is a bullish retracement. Okay, So we're looking for places and areas where GBP/USD may likely continue its sell. All right, but currently on the weekly time frame, we are still in a bullish retracement and a bearish trend. Looking at the daily time frame, you have one point of interest on the daily time frame that GBP/USD has not traded into yet, which is somewhere around here, 78.6 fib level of the whole sell swing. 78.6 fib level, which is around 1.29000 level. All right, this is on the daily time frame, 1.29000 levels. Now for GBP/USD, we're still bullish on GBP/USD because price came to test the low that would have given us a clear break of structure, but it couldn't close below it on the daily time frame. Okay, so this is the swing high and swing low of GBP/USD, and price has not been able to break above or below it yet. So price is currently caught up in a range on GBP/USD. So on the daily time frame, I'm still a little bullish on GBP/USD. As I was last week. So we'll be looking to take further buys on GBP/USD this week until we see a clear 4-hour break of structure. Now, one of the things that is exciting me with the 4-hour time frame is that we are seeing diagonal liquidity to the upside, and it's reducing the range. So it's making it more easier for price to break. So for GBP/USD this morning, I'll be looking at this particular low for the whole of this week. I'll be looking at this particular low right here. If I'm to go bearish this week, I'll be looking at this particular low. 1.26914 is the price. 1.26914. So if GBP/USD breaks that particular low, 1.26914, I'll be going all bearish on GBP/USD. But until then, I'll still be looking for buys on GBP/USD. All right, so for the 4-hour time frame, we are clear on direction. We are still bullish until price breaks this low. All right, so if I see big bullish signatures, I'll be taking my buys. But if I see bearish, I wouldn't take any sell unless I see price break below this level right here. If price breaks below this level, then I'll start looking for bearish signatures. Until then, I'm clearly bullish on GBP/USD. GBP/USD did me dirty on Friday. I was looking to buy somewhere around here, but price missed my entry by about 4 or 5 pips, and then it went up. I just wanted to get about 40 pips off the market, but price missed my entry, and then it started rallying all the way up here. I think my TP was somewhere around this high, right? The high of Asian session of Friday. I wanted to buy all the way up there, but it's moved and left me. So this week, I'll have to set a fresh trap for this bushmeat. Okay, so for GBP/USD, like I said earlier, you are still bullish until price breaks 1.26914. So I'm looking for bullish confirmatory entry signatures to long GBP/USD. Okay, so if you have your questions at this point, you can start dropping your questions in the chat box so that we'll be answering them as we ride along. All right, so we're going to be looking at gold as a benchmark for other precious metals, and then we're going to be looking at the yen basket as we use that to get insights on yen-based currencies.
Morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, this morning we'll be looking at the gold this morning, and we're going to look at it right from the higher time frame. Right from the higher time frame. Good morning, sir. Right from the higher time frame, let's look at it from monthly. All right. Monthly now, we are still very much bullish on the monthly time frame. Also, if you look at it on the weekly time frame too, we are still very much bullish on the weekly time frame. See it, very much bullish. You come to the daily time frame too, the same thing is happening on the daily time frame, still a bullish trend. However, what we want to see is just a little bit pullback, then continuation of the bullish trend. Yes, that's what we want to see on gold. That's what we truly want to see on gold. Now, if you come to the 4-hour time frame, for those who saw, if you took the trade on Friday, we were looking to long on Friday because of, just a little scalp, just to long to the upside on Friday. And we could see that happen on Friday as analyzed. So today, moving forward today is going to be more of a sell day. We are looking for gold to short a bit to the downside, then resume its uptrend. Where are we expecting it to come to? This gap here, we expect it to fill it a bit before it continues to the upside. You get the point now. So we expect it to fill this gap a bit, then it should continue to the upside. Now, if you come to your 1-hour time frame, that should give you a level of clarity on 1 hour. You should see that. Now look at it now. We've seen a breakout to the upside on the 1-hour time frame, and that is giving us a clean bullish move. However, you can see a lot of void down here, which is where we are still expecting price to tap into. Now, if we zoom in to look at it now, if you zoom in to look at what the price action is doing now, we are going to see where price is currently is a very strong support. Can you see it now on the 1-hour time frame? It's more of a flip zone. Yes, a flip zone. So we expect price to react from that level to the downside. And if you go to the lower time frame, you'll have seen the entry signature printed on 5 minutes, around that 7:35 this morning. If you on your chart, you'll have seen the entry signature there. Yeah, this is it. Can you see that now? You see, this is a sweep. Now this is a break. Then price came back into that shoulder, which is correlating with the fair value gap. Can you see it now? So that's it. That was around 7:30, 7:35, around that time this morning. So this is just the move. But the overall trend that we're expecting today, I'm expecting gold to, have a pullback, meaning a sell for the day. Today, a sell. However, the analysis for the week still remains just this pullback. We may see it today and tomorrow. Then we are now going to see the bullish run, the upside. I see it now. So this is the analysis for the week. But for the day, we still expect this to happen for the day. I believe we'll get that now. We expect this to happen for the day, this pullback for the day. Between today and tomorrow, we should see this happen in the market. And that's not a very big one. It's just, less than 300 pips. Yes. And 300 pips is a normal thing for gold to do within a day or two. You get point now. So between today and tomorrow, we see that a very rush to the downside, then we resume the uptrend. We get that now. So that is our outlook on gold. Now to the yen basket. Great. Yen basket, for those who are on our email list, we sent this earlier for the yen basket. Yesterday evening, you'll have gotten the email that we're expecting yen basket, the opening of this week, to short to the downside a bit, like the opening of the week. Then we expect the rally to resume. How do we mean? If you look at it on the weekly time frame, you are going to see on the weekly time frame, the structure shift there is still holding. However, what is happening now is more like a pullback. Before we could conclude that this has now resumed the full downtrend again, then this particular level needs to be taken out. Can you see it now? But if not, we are seeing a clean, more like a fair value gap, and price should come to this zone, then pull back, then continue its rally to the upside. That's, you're going to see it clearly on the daily time frame, and this is it. This zone is more of a flip, so we want to expect that to happen. If price gets there, we expect it to continue its rally. So this short happening today is expected. So after price gets to somewhere around this place, around this level here, and correlating with this particular order block here, price tap into it, then we expect the bullish run to continue. But if this is being validated, then we'll know that we've resumed the downtrend again, and we run with it to the downside. And this implies that the yen correlated pairs are to, for this up, if this is going to happen, the yen correlated pairs will long, and immediately price gets here and it turns back, then resume the short of the yen correlated pairs like Euro JPY, GP JPY, and the likes like that. Does that make sense now? So that is that on the yen basket, and also for gold. If there's any question, and we just take it briefly before we call it a day. Any question? And if you understand this, just let us know in the chat box. Understood, understood. Or you drop a fire emoji in the chat box. Now remember, make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management. Get the point now. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great, great. Now, yes, you're buying GU as analyzed, yes.
But you see we're buying GU only when we see our
structure aligned. No,
we see everything aligned.
See your entry signature.
Not buying blind.
Don't just go and enter now. See your entry signature. What you look out for. You get the point now. When you see that, then you can easily long the market. But if not, just remain and watch. Does that make sense now? All right. For those who are still, contemplating, can I start trading this year? A very quick advice, please. Exactly. Today is US bank holiday. You may see now from experience, US bank holiday, you may see the market dollar correlated pairs very slow. However, that is during the New York session. But this London session, towards the end of London session, you are going to see a lot of manipulations. Is that bank holiday that some people, you are going to see the very, very wickedness in the market. Just your manner of run up and there. Get the point now. Synthetic. We don't analyze synthetic here. If you want, we actually analyze synthetic, yes, but it's with our paid student on our Telegram group. Get the point now. So if you want to join that, just you can enroll for our course. You get the best of it. Make what you're going to make. Get it now. Yeah, the entry signature. Yes, your own, there is what you look out for in the market before you enter. For some of us, we have our own entry signature too. Maybe if you see price, break a resistance, come back to it, or you see the head and shoulder pattern, or your own is just the base entry, or your own is just the bullish engulfing pattern. Any pattern, that's your own, and that's the entry signature. So if you have your own entry signature, it helps you more, to get the best of it. Does that make sense now? So know exactly what your own pattern is. Not just you just jump into the market anytime, anyhow. If you do that, then you are more like a gambler. All right, thank you. Okay.
That person that is asking for synthetic analysis.
Synthetic analysis.
The training is coming up next week. You better don't miss out on it.
That's one thing I also want to tell those who are looking out for that. We are starting our training, the first for the year, starting by 24th of this month, ATM cash flow training for synthetic. That one helps you, where you give us this our daily bread. Synthetic, we do that for you, daily bread, even including Saturdays and Sundays. Get it. So make sure you enroll for that. We have our group chat. Patrick.
Mr. Patrick.
Yes. So
Mr. Patrick, come, let me give you discount now. Because you are in TDA group, that's the reason I'll give you discount.
Okay.
You can't bring another person, I'm not giving the person discount.
Odogu,
so if you send a message to our WhatsApp number, and then we talk from there. Just Say your name is Mr. Patrick from the TDA group, and we'll give you the discount.
I beg, give me to discount.
How will I give you discount? See this one. You have money now.
That's a very great one, you know, from a benevolent heart. Wants to give Mr. Patrick a discount if he's going to enroll for the ATM cash flow. So that's going to be a very great one. Yeah, the cost of the training is 100,000 naira.
People are many. Ah, it's only Mr. Patrick. The train is 150K. I give Mr. Patrick for 100K because he said he wanted to join. So just come to the Telegram and come to our WhatsApp. DM.
Just come to the WhatsApp DM, then come to our DM on WhatsApp. Then we're going to have the better follow-up there. And the FS Bootcamp too is also there, available. That one is for 125,000 naira. That's where we are going to share with you all these things we are analyzing here.
Especially the entry signatures.
Exactly.
Our paid students
have all their entry
so they know what we're talking about.
Exactly. So that will help you a lot to do that, the FS Bootcamp. So when you enroll for that, you get the best of it. And at the same time, we also have the value flow models. Now, the value flow models depend on the pair you are trading. Now, if you are trading the yen pairs, you have the value flow model for the yen, YBI for the yen. We are trading maybe dollar correlated pairs. We have DD for value flow model, DD for the dollar, call it dollar demand. And at the same time, we are trading gold. We have 3 value flow models for gold: precious metal, gold rotation, B&B. So we have that also for gold. So the value flow models, depending on the asset class you are trading, that's why you have to have a particular value flow models that work with that. And the reason why it's like that is, as a trader, you need to have a particular pair you trade. Like if you go to the hospital, everybody is called a doctor, but we all know our area of specialization. A dentist is different from a gynecologist. A gynecologist is different from a neurologist. Everybody. So in everybody's area of specialization, they have a particular course they take that gives them the best view, in-depth view of what they do. You get point now. And that is what the value flow model also does. It gives you the in-depth view and in-depth understanding of the pair you trade. So if you get the value flow model for the pair you like to trade, it gives you an in-depth view of that particular market. So you can get that one too. And we also have our Sunshine Scalping Plus. If you're a scalper and you don't really have much, you just want to get something out of the market, that one is for 60,000 naira. And we also have the ATM Plus. ATM Plus is a synthetic course which you can use on your phone, Android. Use it to trade on your phone. When you enroll for that, that also helps you to scalp, get and have the best of it. That one is for 30,000 naira. That is being recommended for people who are maybe just want to start out and they don't have much. So you can enroll for that one for just 30,000 naira. And our bots too are there doing well, greatly well. We have our Ishefty bot, we have our Dr. Bills, we have our Truth EA, and also the fund manager. The bots are doing well. You have an account, maybe you don't have time to trade and just want to be making some passive income, and just get the bot, just put it on your account. It's going to make some, slow and steady money for you. Understand my choice of words. Slow and steady is very important, and it's going to make that money for you. And at the same time, our prop passing too, we have it for you, is available so you can get it well. Someone asked, okay, for the value flow model, what if I prefer both gold and another currency? Would I pay separately for both? You definitely would. Definitely. As a dentist, you want to get your professional course, and also you want to try and shook eyes into gynecology and get a professional course there too. It won't be that because you paid for a course in the dental space, you won't pay for, get a point now, but you have to pay for the two. Yes, very, very important. Hope I've been able to answer Mr. Clement. Very important. So They are two different things. All right. Thank you so much. So you can easily enroll for any of our courses, and our bots to our prop person, they are there available. So you can get anyone you want. You can help you to pass your account from $5,000 to 200K, any size of accounts. Just reach out to us on our DM, which is at Value Flow Trading, or our WhatsApp number here. Just reach out to us. We are going to give you the best, offer you've never seen. You get the point now. So we are here to serve you and always available for you. So this will be the end of today's TDA. If there's any other question, please let's quickly attend to it before we go. Make sure your energy is fired up today. Today is a new week. Don't dull. Eat the ground running. Eat the chart trading. But make sure you use proper risk management. Get point now. Don't blow the account. Don't increase the lot size. Stay within your proper risk management strategy. Does that make sense? All right. So if there's no any other question, please, we are going to call it a day here. Thank you so much, Mrs. Vivian. Thank you. Thank you. Nice having you on board now. All right. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow morning. 8:30 is the time. Have a nice day. Bye.